So howdy everybody. This week the high road heads to Oklahoma and we got a special show coming at you. So this is actually a two-part series. We came to the Texas-Oklahoma border and I mean we've had more activity than we could fit in one show. So we're making two shows out of it. On the first show, Johnny wound up shooting a really nice management buck. So on this show, we're finishing the trip up because we got to get home before Thanksgiving.
So what the plan is to split up, maximize our opportunity, hunt 2 different states separately, and have double the chance of taking out some deer.
But we're up with Aaron, and Aaron is the owner of tank blinds. Now, I've replaced every single blind at the Texas Hidden Springs Ranch with tank blinds. And every hunter that comes out goes, whoa, it's the nicest blind I've ever been in my life. I guarantee it. I mean, these blinds are the most versatile, perfect blind for a whitetail deer hunter on the market.
Now keep in mind, we're gonna be doing some self-filming. It is tough. A lot of time you walk home empty-handed just because of that camera. But with these tank blinds and these massive new windows they've got, these customized windows, I don't want to get cocky, but this should be a cakewalk.
Last year, we were in this same area, hunted the same land, and Big Al was with us. Now, Big Al is Aaron's dad. And anybody that knows Aaron knows Big Al and Aaron are like peanut butter and jelly. They are stuck together, man. And when you get to hang around those two, you get to see a father and son team the way a father and son ought to be getting along. And so the reason why this hunt is special is because we lost Big Al, okay? Big Al died just a few months ago.
Now let me tell you about Big Al. He was the nicest guy you could ever imagine. Always jolly. He had a laugh that you would never forget. He just puts you in a better mood being in the same room with him. And I'll tell you what, you could never be in a bad mood hanging out with old Big Al.
And as we hunt, we sit here and think, this place wouldn't be the way it is without Big Al's influence on Aaron. All the while we're sitting here looking at deer, we're looking at this beautiful country, but we're also thinking about Big Al. So we're actually hunting for management deer. And what a management deer is, it's a deer that's at least 3.5 years old, but he doesn't have the characteristics to indicate that he's gonna grow into a true trophy. And the reason why that's important is that Aaron wants true trophy deer to be doing the breeding. If he doesn't have trophy characteristics, those deer that we're targeting, I don't think there's blind on the market that's gonna hold your scent in any better than a tank blind. But even the tank blind isn't gonna hold all your scent in. It's for that reason we're gonna use Scent Killer, because it eliminates 99% of your human odor.
Well, it is considerably cooler this morning. Last night, Johnny wound up shot a really nice deer. Anyway, I'm gonna be sitting in a spot. Saw some activity. Got some nice reconics pictures out of here, so that's encouraging. The weather's a lot cooler, so get settled in here and wait for the sun to come up, and hopefully you got a mature buck coming in.
So on this set, I'm seeing a bunch of does. A lot. Okay, and I got my fingers crossed, like, okay, I'm waiting for Mr. Big. He's got to be a management deer. Okay, he's not going to be a trophy. And all of a sudden, this guy shows up, and I look at him and think, man, he's kind of scraggly looking. Does he fit the bill? Yeah, he kind of fits the bill, kind of, sort of. Only problem is, the best I can give him is 2.5 years old. So I decide to pass. So far, there's no problem seeing deer, but I'm not seeing the right deer. It's tough. I know the right deer are here, it's just they're not here. They're not in front of me now. And so it's just a matter of time.
It's a buck, but he sure doesn't look very old. He's 3 years old tops. A little chasing going on there.
All right, everybody, welcome to Texas. We have officially hopped state lines from Oklahoma because we have tags in Texas as well. And I am in this really cool spot. It's kind of a draw pinch point between a bedding area and a big old field. So it's a super cool spot. And this blind is also very cool. It's got these 2 kind of bow windows in it. It's gonna allow me to shoot out of one side and film out of the other, which makes my life a whole lot easier. The mission is the same that it's been from the start. Take mature bucks. So I know that Aaron said that there's a good amount in here, but he hasn't been in here in a while. What comes out? It's kind of a mystery, and that's how I like it, because you never know what it could be. But I've got 2 guns here. I've got the Proof 300 Win Mag, And then I've got the Nighthawk Custom in 45 ACP. I've actually killed a doe with this before, and she didn't even go 60 yards. That was like a 34-yard shot. This is much closer, so I'm actually gonna have to be very quiet because it's a still, warm night. And if I make any noise, they're gonna hear me right away. So I'm gonna get settled, and hopefully some deer will start showing up. Few does up on the hill. They're way back in there. Gosh, it's a pretty spot. Oh, what's that running them? A buck? Yeah, the little buck's running. What's your granddaddy? As Keith would say. Our first guests. Doe and a fawn. This will be a good test as to just how quiet I've got to be. She sees something back in the woods. A lot of deer born in here. It's good to see deer movement this early, especially when it's this warm. So if it cools off, hopefully it'll get even better. Maybe get those bucks on their feet. Little buck over here. He's just a little guy. A little ruddy. He's not that fired up, but this is a good start to the evening. Very good start. We've been seeing a lot of deer. Just no good mature bucks yet, but that's fine. I'm enjoying this big time. I love just sitting there, especially when it's something tight like this, because something can just come out of the woodwork like bam. You'd never know they were coming. It makes it harder for self-filming, but it's a lot of fun. All right, well, that was a good sit. We saw a lot of deer, just not the right buck. We had one buck in here tearing it up. He was kind of running around all ruddy, but he was a young deer and not what we were looking for. So I think we're gonna be back here in the morning, as hopefully we'll be able to get it done then.
Okay, so keep in mind, today is the last day of our hunt. So needless to say, we got some work to do.
Morning, everybody. I'm coming at you from Texas. And I'm in a tank blind, and I'm overlooking this really cool travel corridor that is between a big open field and a bedding area. And deer move through here quite often. I actually saw quite a bit this morning, you know, some does, and then I saw a younger buck chasing. He was chasing pretty hard, which is good. It was a warmer morning, and now it's cooled down a lot. It's kind of gotten overcast, perfect deer weather. So Keith is actually over in Oklahoma. He's hoping to also hopefully tag out.
So this spot is the exact same spot that Johnny killed his deer at just a couple of days before.
What a beautiful sunrise, but no deer. This weather is really weird. I'm expecting to see somebody just show up in that brush right there. So far, nothing. That little guy right there. That one definitely is close enough for my Glock. He's just not old enough.
So I've been putting in the time, and I've been seeing a lot of deer. I just hadn't seen the right deer. I mean, I sit here and I've got a long gun that I could own 400 yards, maybe 500 yards if the conditions are right and the deer stand still, but I just haven't seen the right deer. And I'm sitting there and I think, I'm running out of time. I mean, I'm fixing to have to leave, go home for Thanksgiving. And it's getting late in the morning, and all of a sudden I look up, and there he is. There's the right deer.
It's a nice buck right here.
And he's within range for my Glock. Just at the edge of the range. Okay, and I get out there and I think, okay, I got the camera ready. I'm getting him up. Okay, I got him on frame, and I'm looking, I want to make sure he's the right deer. He's certainly old enough. He certainly fits the criteria for a management deer. Now all I got to do is make sure they get the video and can make the shot with the Glock. So I'm worried about the video, because that's one thing we always pride ourselves on. We want to make sure and get good video. So the buck's coming in, he's walking right along this tree line. I got the Glock, and I mean, I'm on him now. I'm fixing to smoke him, and all of a sudden he stops. And it happened all so fast. I thought I hit him, but I didn't know for sure. So I played the video back. It was like, and I couldn't tell. I think, okay, keep in mind, I mean, I'm not shooting a high-powered rifle. I'm shooting a 10mm Glock.
I don't know if I hit him or not. I have no idea. All right, so I've been waiting a good while, and I played the video back over and over again, and I have no idea whether I hit him or not. I felt good about the shot. I mean, Problem is when you're self-filming, man, there's a lot of chaos going on. And so anyway, I wound up, I played it back. I don't have any idea. Johnny is self-filming over in Texas right now.
I am reading a text right now that Keith shot a deer. Well, he thinks he shot a deer. He's not 100% sure. He wants to give him time. He doesn't know if he hit it or not, but I'm hopeful. So I'm staying positive. We're having a good time, both of us, but I'm hoping to get a deer so I can hop in the blind with him and film him. But anyway, I gotta get this camera set up and pointed out this window because you never know when something could pop off, so we'll see.
So remember when I told you, I texted Johnny, said, I need your help. Man, I need your help.
So Keith sends me a text that he shot. Now, he hasn't gone and looked for the deer yet. He's requesting my help. He requested I be there in about an hour. So that means I've got about an hour to close the deal on a Texas buck. Now, I believe in faith and I believe in fate. And I'm sitting there, I've got limited time. It's our last day. And as if Big Al reaches down from the heavens and sends a buck my way, I look up, the perfect deer is heading right for me.
All right, I got a buck here. It's a nice buck. He's 4 years old, gotta be. He's an 8-point, tall 8-point, exactly what we're looking for. He just showed up out of nowhere. He's moving to the right. I almost guarantee he's not gonna stick around. I'm not gonna be able to shoot it from him. No way. He's moving right fast. Very fast. He's about to hit that wood line. Man. He's going down. Man, he hit the deck, but he's going a little ways. And he's down. Oh, baby. I'll tell you what. I was not expecting that. Oh, he came out of nowhere, as big bucks tend to do. And I had to make that happen quick. This tank blind is the only reason I got it done. These front windows weren't gonna work for his angle. So I literally had to grab the camera, move the camera, put the camera on him, grab the gun, take it off the co-figure, get the gun out that window, and stop him right before he hit the wood line. All right, everybody, so what'd you think of that? That happened quick. This is a beautiful buck. This is exactly what we're looking for out here. This is a 4-year-old deer, most likely. He's got a nice rack. He's a big 8-point, but this is probably the best he's gonna be. He's a beautiful deer, and it was an awesome experience, and that's what's important. You know, being out here and being able to hunt and do what I love is amazing, especially to do with Aaron and Keith. So it's been an awesome time, and I'll tell you what, if you're out there and you've never been hunting, I don't care how old you are, I promise you, you need to go because there's nothing else like it. And this buck, I gotta dedicate him to our friend Big Al. Pretty sure he had something to do with sending this guy my way this morning. So I've got to get back to camp and link up with Keith because we got a deer to find.
Hello.
What do you think of that?
I don't know. I'm sitting here waiting on you to be able to. I've been sitting here. I don't know if I wound up hit that deer or not. And then I wound up, I just said, well, I'm going to wait. I guess I'll wait until Johnny gets here. And then all of a sudden you send me a text message. You got one. You got one?
Yeah, nice deer. He was a 4-year-old, 8-point. I literally had to move everything to the right window, and then I at him, and he stopped right there and smoked him. He went down 40 yards from where I shot him. We're getting it done.
Well, you're getting it done. We'll get your recovery done, and then I'm going to wait for you to come down here and see if we can find out if I hit this guy or not.
It sounds like a plan.
All right, so Johnny has shown up now. We're gonna go down here and see what we got. Huh, looks like hogs right there. He came in right through this ridge right here. He stopped behind that tree right there, and I got some phenomenal footage of him. Then that's why I lost him. He got down to this ditch right here, and that's why I was looking for him, and all of a sudden, bam! He was right here. This limb was in the shot right here. Okay. I can see where this is him right here. He dug out right here. I don't see any blood though. I just have a hard time believing that I missed him. There's no blood. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Look on the side of that tree right there, about 10 yards up. You see that? Something on that tree right there. I had to have hit him. Fresh. There he is right there. Look at this. Right in the bottom. Come here, buddy. Come here. It's cool enough that this guy is still gonna be good. Come on. Let me get him up here where you can see him. Look at this buck. What do you think of that? He didn't go but about 50 yards, and that's exactly what we're looking for. A nice, mature buck. And I'm telling you what, to be able to do it the way I did it, using a Glock, is fantastic. Now this is a G20, okay, it's a 10 millimeter. I get a lot of people saying, well, is a 9 millimeter big enough to hunt for big game? I would not do that. A 10 millimeter is like bad to the bone. It's like 45 ACP, it's okay, but a 10 millimeter is bad to the bone. Matter of fact, this right here, you can actually see the exit wound on this animal. So I got a clean pass through, and look at here. I mean, I didn't see any blood on the ground. Well, there's plenty right there. And check him out. Just a nice, mature Oklahoma 10-point buck. Woo, baby. That is fantastic. You know, we started out this trip mentioning Al Gilbreath. To his friends and family, they call him Pops. This buck and this entire hunt, matter of fact, is dedicated to Pops. I guarantee he'd be proud of us right now. If he was around, he'd be with me right now, right there. And I can promise you, old Pops would be laughing. Yep, what a great deer. And this has been one heck of a hunt. So one thing about Aaron, I want to tell you, he's, besides being a great father and a great friend and a great American, he's a pretty doggone good singer, okay? And he's a songwriter and stuff. And so he wound up, he actually sang a song for us that he wrote about his dad, okay? And so I got a chance to sit down with him and listen to it. And let me tell you something, it was very moving. Yeah, so a lot of people wind up thinking that the hunt is all about the kill, and I think that is the furthest thing from the truth. The hunt is about the joy of the hunt, and this is part of the joy of the hunt.
It is. It's about the all-around experience.
Let me hear the song.
There'll be one less fishing buddy today out on the lake. One less guy in camo in the woods come opening day. There'll be one less fan on Sunday cheering the Cowboys on. But for one less, there's one more, now he's gone. Now there's one more angel in the sky, one more teardrop on my face, one more prayer that God would send him back, for one more memory we can make. One more wish I could hear his voice laughing on the other line. One more hug, one more I love you, one more goodbye. It's for you, Dad.
That's pretty dang cool.